Hello again, I'm Justin Shorty with the Navajo Special Diabetes Program. Join us today as we focus on nutrition to prevent diabetes. From my plate to your plate, every plate tells a different story. Across the country, people are finding easier ways to eat healthy. As we prepare meals for our own families, it is important that we start to guide ourselves into healthier eating habits. Remember, it's important to build healthy eating habits one meal at a time. Today we are preparing a recipe that involves beef and cabbage, and we're going to be focusing on increasing our vegetable content within this recipe. So the recipe calls for some summer squash. I have one medium squash that's already been diced, one yellow onion that has been diced, a head of cabbage, and I shredded the cabbage as well, and then one yellow squash that also has been diced as well. And to help season, I am using a blend of garlic powder, pepper, and salt. And for added protein, we are going with ground beef. And it's better to go with lean ground beef because you want to reduce as much fat in your meal as you're cooking it. And so to prepare, what I did is that I browned the ground beef and then I drained the excess fat, and then I added in my diced onions and my seasoning. Typically, when you're seasoning your food, especially if you're using dried seasoning, the longer that you have the dried seasoning cooking with the food, the more flavor that is going to come out of that. And so while our onions have started to become more translucent, I added in my thicker squash, because whenever we're cooking and when we want things to be cooked at the same time, it's better to cook foods that are more sturdier first before we add in our softer vegetables, such as the cabbage. And then once my squash has gotten to a good, has started to become more softer, I add in cabbage, and then I added in a half a cup of water to help steam the rest of the vegetables together. Alright, so it looks like our beef and cabbage is ready to serve. And so for many people, we often overestimate how much food we're actually putting on our plate. And so I'm going to show an example of how an average slotted spoon is equal to half a cup. And so when I add half a cup to my bowl, I'm going to add in another serving to make one full cup. And so this is a medium-sized bowl with 1 cup of our beef and cabbage. And now I'm going to show how it looks on a 9-inch plate. And so you can start to see how oftentimes when we're eating our foods, the plate and the size of our dishes does make a difference, because when we look at the bowl, it does look like there's plenty, but when we put it onto a 9-inch plate, it doesn't seem like it's a lot. And both of these are equally measured to 1 cup. So we have to remember that every time we are making food for ourselves or for our family or friends, we need to eat just enough.